government has three goals in mind with Family Island development: bringing advancement, encouraging their repopulation, and spurring economic growth. Prime Minister Ingram spoke exclusively with our Janea Noel Ferguson recently on the plan. Here's her report.
If you're thinking of moving back to your family island, now might be a good time, as the government is pumping millions of dollars to upgrade the infrastructural development in many of the islands. Prime Minister Hubert Ingram says it's all a part of a national plan to decentralize many of the services offered in New Providence, and they're starting with improving roads.
It's not that we do a bad job totally, but in some instances the government has not been as vigilant as it should be. Its maintenance program has not been as proactive as it could be and should be. And we are now putting in place a regular maintenance schedule program for public roads.
The Prime Minister added that this is all a part of a bigger picture to repopulate the islands.
We'd like to start a trend of reducing the population of New Providence as a percent of our total population and repopulating these islands where the government has put in substantial infrastructure and where there's opportunity for people to go into business and to be employed and to make a very good living.
But just how do we get persons to buy into the idea of family island living? The nation's leader said, just look at the level of comfort Exumians and Abaconians enjoy as their population and economies have grown tremendously over the last few years.
You go to Abaco. I mean, my constituency of Abaco, when I ran for the House of Assembly for the first time in 1977, there were 1,400 registered voters in my constituency. In the same constituency today, the same geographical area, there are 4,300 people registered to vote because of people moving in, because of opportunities created in Abaco for other Bahamians to come to.
Mr. Ingram said the government will also be offering some assistance for persons who are willing to live on the family islands.
We are going to have incentives for people to move back to the islands so that the government has lots of land in the islands that's owned by the government. The government will make land available to people who want to move back to the islands. Will provide for exemption from payment of duty for them in some instances. Will ensure that they are able to obtain funding with government guarantee if necessary, all as a means of creating employment and economic activity in Family Island.
Janea Noel Ferguson, ZNS News.